right, moving on. U.S. President Donald Trump is meeting Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on the same day. Both meetings, remember, carry completely different aims, objectives and agenda. Israel has been pushed to the sidelines of Trump's war against Iran, while Zelensky has been seeking more pressure on Russia. Both these meetings will take place hours before the leaders join the funeral ceremony of the late Republican and Trump's close aide, Lindsey Graham. In fact, even in his absence, Lindsey Graham will be at the center of the agenda. Remember, he was a Republican who backed Ukraine and supported military action against Iran. In his final days, Graham was working on Russian sanctions package. As Zelensky meets Donald Trump today, the focus will be on emergency military assistance for Ukraine and Graham's sanctions legislation. Passing Lindsey Graham's proposal would cement his final policy initiatives as a U.S. senator. Zelensky, meanwhile, will meet all 100 members of the U.S. Senate as well. After Volodymyr Zelensky, Donald Trump is expected to hold a meeting with the Israeli Prime Minister. Iran is likely to dominate these discussions. Remember, United States and Iran have paused the strikes against each other, and back-channel talks are underway to reach a final deal. But the same drill has repeated so many times that it's now hard to conclude anything until the guns go absolutely silent. Now, these meetings come at a critical time for Donald Trump, as well as for Benjamin Netanyahu particularly. Remember, the U.S. is going for the midterm elections in November this year, and Israel is scheduled to hold the general elections in October. The outcome of both electoral events could redefine the course of the Iran war. Meanwhile, a new Reuters Ipsos poll found that nearly 7 in 10 Americans believe that President Donald Trump has not clearly explained the goals of the U.S. military's involvement in Iran. This includes around 4 in 10 Republican voters. And despite this, Trump's overall approval rating has now risen to 37%, an increase by 3 points from last month. The conflict began after the U.S. and Israel launched strikes against Iran on the 28th of February this year. And since then, support for the war has remained below 40%.